show you how to shell pecans quickly using this fancy tool. It's called the Texan Your Pecan Sheller. Anyway, they're available on eBay for $9.95. Take a close look. Notice how the teeth on these things are. They're kind of shaped like a squirrel's teeth. I think that the developer probably did that on purpose because, follow nature's way. So anyway, I'm going to be shelling these pecans. Paper shell pecans. I think they call them paper shell because the shell seems to be paper thin. And I'm going to use a way that I've found to be the quickest way to do this. Basically, it's an assembly line. I crack the pecans, get them all ready, and then I shell them all at the same time. Does it a lot faster than some of these methods that I've seen. Unless, of course, you've got technology working for you and you're dumping them into a big hopper and having someone do it in an industrial form. So anyway, all right, here we go. We're all set here. Got myself some pecans. Got a bowl to put all the shells in. And got a place to put all the nuts when I got them shelled. So when you process these pecans, basically what you're doing is you're cutting off the top, the bottom, and the side. All right, and then it exposes the nut. You peel off the shell. The nut is exposed. You take the nut out. You're all set. On these pecans, they have a smooth end and a pointy end. I like to start with the smooth end because it gives you an opportunity to take a look at the nut inside of it to see if it's a good nut. If it's not a good nut, it hasn't developed, you don't want to waste your time any longer with these nuts. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to start with my special tool here. All right. Take about a 1/4 inch off the top of it. When you squeeze this thing, only squeeze about a 1/4 of an inch or 3/8 of an inch because you don't really want to go all the way through. Otherwise, you'll start cutting into your nut meat. Okay, so there you go. Took the end off. If you take a look inside this thing, you'll see that there's a nut that's been developed. That's a good nut. If there's nothing in there, just chuck that thing because it doesn't have any nut in it and you're just wasting your time. Go to the other end, same thing, but this time snap through it, right? This end has a little bit more space on it and chances of doing anything to the meat is a lot less. Okay, then what you do is you grab the top of this thing, right? You can see that this nut has a membrane in between. There's 2 halves. You want to see if you can grab the top of it where there's a half, okay, rather than grabbing 2 at a time. Just go in just a little bit, a 1/4 of an inch, and then pop the top off, either pulling towards you or against you. Now, I took a little bit of the nut meat with me, but that's fine. These things have so much meat, and you got so many nuts, why worry about it? Okay, so I'm going to do this to a couple of these nuts, a few of them, right? And this should be a fairly fast process. You don't want to waste a lot of time because, after all, you've probably got a couple hundred nuts, and you don't want to waste all your time. Whoa, look what we got here. This is an undeveloped nut. Now, why would you want to waste your time any longer with this? If you take a close look at that, you'll see there's nothing in there. It's underdeveloped. Sometimes you'll, just for laughs, I'll open this thing up. There will be a half-developed nut in there sometimes. And if you feel like wasting your time looking at it, that's what it's going to look like. Okay? I'll go ahead and do that because it has a little bit of meat. I'll do one more here. So again, off with one end, off with the other end. Take a little piece out the side here, expose it. Okay. Now, next step. These are called paper shell nuts for a reason. Shells like paper. They peel real easy. All right. So peel the shell off. Now you got 2 halves. Split it apart. Take that piece of membrane out of there. There you go. All right. So this is a pretty quick process as well. Right. I've seen people doing this and they make a science out of it. This is that one that was underdeveloped. I'll go ahead and use it because it's got a couple pieces in there that not real big, but what the heck, since I already went to that effort. All right. And I've got this last guy right here. All right. Well, there you go. Shelling pecans 101. Now, once you're finished with these, what you do is you put them inside your oven for about, I don't know, maybe for 5 or 10 minutes, 250 degrees, maybe 200. You'll get the hang of it. Just see how they smell. Taste one every now and then. It should be nice and crunchy and taste good. Don't overdo it though, because you don't want to end up with a bunch of burnt pecans. Anyway, these will store really nicely in the freezer. Take them out when you want to just have some snacks or make some cookies or whatever, and you'll have a great life. Okay, so well, thanks for watching my video, and I hope you enjoy shelling your pecans. Thank you.